What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We just got the reworked kits for Jedi Knight Anakin, General Kenobi, and Ahsoka, and the reworked kit for Ahsoka is absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to show you guys that one. She has a Zeta that is absolutely bonkers. But we're going to cover both Kenobi and Anakin first and save Ahsoka for last. But also, there were some recent hints handed out at Star Wars Celebration about the upcoming Geonosis Territory Battle. So I want to also cover that stuff that was flying around in a screenshot. It was shared all over Discord. So we'll go over that stuff as well. So let's go ahead and start here with the General Kenobi kit. There's not been a lot that's been changed. His basic has absolutely no change. His first special, a Negotiator, they have this if any for 2 turns here where he grants them the opposite buffs. His special already does that. If you go and look at the Negotiator, it says grant opposite buffs for 2 turns if any. And it looks like they've sort of changed the grammar here saying opposite buffs if any for 2 turns. So you're still going to get the opposite buffs for 2 turns. No change there. It just looks like a grammar correction. And then also, he will now gain 60% turn meter. Originally, right now, with his special, he gains 50%. So he gets another 10% turn meter. Not really that big of a deal. His second special, Lead the Charge, 4-turn cooldown. This is the one where he calls the mass assist, and any allies with buffs will assist, and they deal 30% less damage. That has not been changed. What has been changed is a new bonus added on, where Jedi Knight Anakin and Ahsoka are not affected by this damage penalty, so they will be called to assist if they have buffs, and when they get called to assist, they will not have a damage penalty. They will still be doing the full damage. So maybe they got a damage buff. We don't really know behind the scenes what all happened there. There has been no real change for his leadership, the 212th Attack Battalion Commander. This one was kind of disappointing because this is one of his abilities that does not have a Zeta. I was really hoping for some kind of Zeta here, for some clone synergy or something. Don't really have anything here. It's going to be the same old. But then you look at his unique Ceresu, and it will now have a Zeta. That is something new. If all allies are Galactic Republic, General Kenobi taunts for 1 turn whenever a Republic ally loses any protection up. Now, General Kenobi's kit does not have any protection up, but don't worry, another reworked Jedi is going to give out protection up. We'll get to that here in a second. Overall, it kind of feels like a disappointing rework. There's not a lot here that's been changed. There was a grammar change with Negotiator and 10% bonus turn meter. The damage penalty removal for Anakin and Ahsoka on his mass assist, that seems pretty cool, but the taunt ability for losing protection up, that could be pretty important. So that gives him a much better taunt because you have to have someone get critically hit on your team in order for Kenobi to taunt currently. But with this, you can then bypass that. If someone has the buff dispelled on them, he will then taunt. This also gives him some hopeful kind of synergy somewhere where if Galactic Republic allies are giving out protection up, this will also force a taunt. So let's jump over to Anakin now. And he's got quite a bit more of a robust rework. His basic Deft Blade work deals physical damage to target enemy with an 80% chance to inflict both heal and immunity and buff immunity for 2 turns. Right now with his basic, that is only a 70% chance to inflict healing and a buff immunity. You can see they're actually going to add the word immunity in here as well. They're going to distinguish that it's 2 separate debuffs that he will be inflicting. There has been some grammar changes here as well, just like we saw with General Kenobi. So they are clearing up some of the language here to help make things a little easier for people to understand. That way they don't think it's all just one big debuff, it's 2 separate debuffs. But most of us already knew that, but for newer players, this will help clear it up for them. So good on them for doing some grammar clarification here. Really helps people figure this stuff out. Now, his first special, Overpowering Assault. Now you can see the name has some things changed to it. Right now the special is called Reckless Assault, and he can give offense up to your team, 25% chance to give offense up per critical hit on the opposing team, and 20% chance for him to become exposed whenever he doesn't land a critical hit. So this means that, you know, you could give offense up to your team, but you also get hit with a lot of exposes at the same time. So they have completely reworked this ability, and they've also changed it from Reckless to Overpowering. The new kit will read, deal physical damage to all enemies, just like it says now, and grant all allies offense up and crit chance up for 2 turns. For each enemy critically hit, grant protection up 10% stacking to each Galactic Republic ally for 1 turn. This attack cannot be evaded. So here is your protection up synergy with General Kenobi and his Zeta. This means that you can give something like advantage to Anakin will really stack up his crit chance. Use this ability. It cannot be evaded, so Foresight's not going to do anything here like it could before. And for each critical hit, you'll get 10% bonus protection up on your team. So you could get 50% or more depending on how many enemies are on the field. You can get a pretty significant amount of protection up on your team, and that's really good. It really gives your team a lot of bonus damage already with offense up and crit chance up. And then you go ahead and add in this with the bonus protection up, makes them a little more tanky, also starts fueling the Zeta taunt on General Kenobi. All looks really good. But the only drawback here is that the protection up's only for one turn, so it kind of feels lackluster, but that protection up, like I said before, will fuel that General Kenobi taunt, so you do have that nice little trade-off. And of course, can't understate it enough, it cannot be evaded. This is fantastic because Foresight could really screw with Anakin and his reckless assault and cause him to really stack up the exposes, and that would not be good for him. Now, his leadership. Name has also been changed. Right now, it's called Always on the Offensive. It has been changed to On the Offensive. So, not always, but sometimes he's on the offensive. Jedi and clone allies have plus 30% offense and 20% crit damage. So, they're making some more grammar changes here. This is something that goes back for a while. There's been some questions about how these kits work because the grammar is not real clear. Now, his unique, Righteous Fury. This I thought was also going to have a Zeta because it has room for a Zeta. Unfortunately, no such luck. Maybe somewhere down the road, fingers crossed, we can get a Zeta on this, but for now, no. Whenever an ally falls below 50% health or is defeated, Anakin takes a bonus turn and his attack deals 100% more damage. Right now with this, Anakin gains 100% turn meter and his next attack deals 75% damage. This is a very, very important change here. A lot of people don't notice this or don't know this. There is a difference between gain 100% turn meter and gain a bonus turn. If you gain 100% turn meter, you can counter that through shock, daze, anything that prevents bonus turn meter like HK-47 Zeta, that will prevent bonus turn meter being gained. Bonus turns cannot be blocked. So turn meter swap on Thrawn, anything like Malik where he gains bonus turns, Grandmaster Yoda can gain bonus turns when he uses AoE. You will no longer be able to block Anakin being able to gain that bonus turn, and he will deal another 25% bonus damage on top of what he has now. So Anakin, some nice grammar changes, a nice little addition to his AoE, completely reworks it, and his Righteous Fury got a really interesting buff with the bonus turn instead of the bonus turn meter gained. Very big difference. So ladies and gentlemen, let's go over the Ahsoka Tano kit change. First big thing is that her character description has been changed. She will now read as a versatile attacker who constantly assists while healing and dispelling. Her basic, Focus Slash. Deal physical damage to target enemy, dispel all buffs on them. On a critical hit, dispel all debuffs on Ahsoka and another random Galactic Republic ally. Cannot be evaded if the target has Foresight. Completely shoots down Foresight. If you have Foresight on that target, congratulations. Ahsoka's guaranteed to hit you now. Nothing you can do. And yeah, I mean, right now, her Energetic Slash does nothing close to this. It heals her and increases 30% of her max health whenever she lands a critical hit. Yeah, so right now, it really just heals herself. Remember, Ahsoka has had a rework in the past, and it was to give her some more synergy with Jedi Knight Anakin, but for the most part, it was pretty cool, but never really went anywhere. They have changed that. Her special ability, Protective Maneuver, 3-turn cooldown. Deal physical damage to the target enemy. That's what it does now. If Anakin or Kenobi is an ally, deal damage again, and if both are allies, deal damage a third time. If the ally leader is Galactic Republic, this attack deals 50% more damage, all allies recover 20% health, and all Galactic Republic allies gain protection of 20% for one turn. What? This is insane. I love it. You are pretty much making a Galactic Republic Jedi Trio here that doesn't seem insanely overpowered. They have great synergy, but she can do a triple tap with her special here if Anakin or Kenobi are on the same team with her. All allies heal back 20% health, and they gain protection up, which ties back to the taunt for General Kenobi. So you have two specials from Anakin and Ahsoka each that will give protection up to the team, allow General Kenobi to taunt. Yeah, protection up's going to be a big deal with Galactic Republic teams, and I have a feeling more Galactic Republic allies we see here in the future, like Padme or maybe even more clone troopers, protection up could be a thing with them as well. We will see. So yeah, the special looks insanely good. Looks like it can do a lot of damage. It also deals 50% more damage if the leader is Galactic Republic. You're more than likely going to use a General Kenobi leadership anyways, because all Jedi and clone allies have the bonus max health and the bonus defense. And here's another thing, remember, with the General Kenobi lead, when a Jedi ally uses a team healing special ability, all other allies at full health are called to assist, which means if you use the special here on Ahsoka like it works now in the game, she will heal all allies, they'll recover 20% health, and then everyone at full health will be called to assist. So you'll get a triple tap with her special, and then the General Kenobi lead will call all Republic allies to assist. We're gonna see a very strong Galactic Republic team here very soon, I have a feeling, and I cannot wait. Now, her leadership has not been changed, which is massively disappointing. Her leadership has Jedi Knight sister allies getting the bonus evasion and Terminator whenever they evade. They made no change to this, which is really disappointing. I really wish they had reworked this out of everything, but we're about to get to the Zeta, and you know, I'm totally okay with the leadership not being changed because this Zeta is insanely good. Alright, her unique, Daring Padawan. Yeah, you're probably already reading it already. Ahsoka has plus 40% max health, 10% evasion, 10% crit chance, plus 25 speed. These values are doubled while she has critical hit immunity. If Jedi Knight Anakin is an ally, she gains crit immunity for 2 turns at the start of each encounter and whenever she uses a special ability. If the ally leader is Galactic Republic, Ahsoka is called to assist whenever another Galactic Republic ally uses a special ability. Ladies and gentlemen, they just turned Ahsoka into a complete badass. I kid you not. General Kenobi, he will use Negotiator. He will cleanse all debuffs from your team. He will call Ahsoka to assist. Ahsoka's basic will dispel all buffs from the target enemy, and then will also dispel all buffs from another, or debuffs from both herself and a Galactic Republic ally. It's a bit redundant, but it also can't be evaded. Yeah, you have that. You then have Jedi Knight Anakin with his overpowering assault, which will give you offense up and crit chance up on your allies. She will then be called to assist. You get more dispels and more cleanses. And General Kenobi's special Lead the Charge will call all buffed allies to assist. She will assist twice if she has buffs on her. Yeah, guys, Ahsoka just turned into one of the deadliest attackers in the Galactic Republic faction. Her bonus health, evasion, crit chance, and speed, I don't even know where to begin. Doubled if she has crit immunity, and Anakin's gonna give her crit immunity at the start of the match. Now, the crit immunity can be removed, so do keep that in mind. It will be dispellable. That can easily be countered, but for the most part, she's gonna have all these bonuses, and there's nothing you can do to remove them. They just get amplified when she has crit immunity. Yeah, Ahsoka Tano is gonna be a complete... my mind is blown at what they've done to Ahsoka. Like, I expected her to be a bit better. I did not expect her to be this good. On paper, it looks fantastic. I cannot wait. My first Zeta is going on her, and I cannot wait for this to happen. Let's talk about Geonosis Territory Battles. Yeah, we have the screenshot from someone at Star Wars Celebration. We also have the concept art map for Geonosis, and some of it lines up with what we were theorizing before. The first thing was that it will be a dark side territory battle initially, which makes sense because on the right, you have the Republic Star Destroyer, and that's where the Imperial Star Destroyer is on Hoth. So working from left to right will be Rebels, and on here, it looks like you'll be Geonosis or Separatists or whatever. You'll be dark side working left to right here, so it's gonna flip. Now the next thing, Separatists and Galactic Republic will be very important factions, obviously. They'll be adding new character shards to the map on special missions. No duh, we've had that with the territory battles already. They told me the special shard mission will be in the Coliseum battle, and they will have to defeat one of the beasts. That makes sense. Phase 3 is right about where this arena Coliseum is, so you could easily have the special mission down there where you're fighting someone to gain shards for someone, like one of the beasts, or Padme, or someone else. Said Padme will be one of the new characters. We've speculated on that. Said to gear and mod your bugs. obviously. The clones will also be important. Also, not really that surprising. They're adding a new clone or clones. We've been already speculating about this. I would love to see so many new clones. So, yes, please. They're not done with mods. So, mods 3.0, who knows? Save your guild event store currency. That would suck. That would be a great idea if we didn't just get a character in the event store that needs that currency. CG developed a Malga event, said they'll do similar in the future with other eras of Star Wars. That's not really surprising. It's a mythic battle. It's really hard. People haven't appreciated the difficulty of it, not so much the requirements to get in, but they have said the difficulty was a nice challenge, so I'm not surprised to see they'll be doing more of those in the future. And I assume they meant Jedi Luke. Said he couldn't say, but it would not surprise me if Jedi Luke came out as a mythic battle like Darth Malik said. So, you know, nothing here that's really all that surprising. I mean, Padme, we've guessed about Padme. Geonosians and clones, Galactic Republic separatists, that's no real surprise with the Geonosis Territory Battle. Darkseid was something I had guessed earlier, and the Arena Coliseum as a special mission, that was all something I had guessed as well. The one thing I'm still waiting to see is over here, you have this hangar where Dooku flies out with the ship after the battle with Anakin, Kenobi, and Yoda. I'm thinking we're going to see a special mission here for like the guild event currency that's going to have you fighting against those three, and also maybe Ahsoka. With their reworks, they're going to make it a very difficult battle with Grandmaster Yoda tossed in as well, and you're going to have to use your Separatists to win the battle. That's what I would expect to see in a special mission here. Let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think? I am super pumped for that Ahsoka rework. I cannot wait to see that. The General Kenobi stuff also looks pretty good. The Zeta looks really good, but I'm going for that Ahsoka Zeta first. Let me know down in the comments, guys, what do you guys think? Are you excited for these reworks? As always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I will talk to you guys later.